everybody, we're here in our cafe, so it's a little bit loud, but it's also a little bit cooler down here than upstairs. And we're here with Natasha. Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
So we're here to chat to everybody. As we said, Natasha's going to do a goddess chat on a regular basis for us. And I'm a little bit shaky with my camera today, sorry about that. And if you're here in Sydney, you'll know that it's very hot. In Western Sydney, it's already reached over 40 degrees. So we're down in our cafe where it's a bit cooler. But you've just come down from meditation now, Natasha, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Meditation with the wonderful Deb.
With Deborah Ann. Hi, Deb, because Deb's also joining us today. And so, Deb, you do meditation twice a week here at the centre.
Yeah.
So would you like to tell everybody what days they are?
Okay, Thursday evenings from 7 till 8 and Friday mornings from 10:30 to 11:30.
Wonderful. And how much is that if people wanted to come?
It's $10 a head.
$10, okay. So do people have to have done meditation before they can do your class?
No. I talk them through it. For anybody that hasn't done it before, I give a very quick and easy rundown of what they need to do. But we often have beginners come and they find it perfectly easy to do. So it doesn't matter.
So it can be from beginners right through to people
From
that
beginners
are
through to advanced.
experienced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter at all.
Great. So Natasha, I know that with your Goddess Circle, which if you just want to let everybody know a little bit about that, you do a little bit of meditation in that as well.
Yeah, we do a guided meditation in the Goddess Circle too. So that's the last Friday of each month, starting on the 24th of February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you also are a meditation teacher. So what would you say are the benefits of doing meditation for somebody?
Okay, well, I love mindfulness meditation. When I say mindfulness to people, they often think of like a Buddhist monk meditating on the hillside. It can be really, really distant and it can seem completely irrelevant to everyday life. But mindfulness is actually the opposite. So it's not daydreaming or going off somewhere else in your mind. It's deepening your awareness and your experience as you are right now. So in any situation. So if you're washing the dishes, you're washing the dishes mindfully. You're aware of how your hands feel. You're aware of the temperature of the water. You're aware of any sounds around you. If you're walking through the shopping centre, you're aware of all the colours, you're aware of what you're feeling, you're aware of your inner body while you're experiencing the outside world. So that's what mindfulness is, and it can apply to every aspect of your life. And I also often say to people, if they don't think that they need mindfulness, try stilling your mind for 1 minute. So 1 whole minute, have no thoughts at all. Just sit in silence and tell your mind no thoughts. Try it for a second now. I find it's almost impossible. We just have this constant barrage, this constant stream of thinking happening. So we're really not in control of our minds at all, and we have so much potential and so much untapped power when we really need to access that and regain control of our minds. And it doesn't take a long time. You don't have to be an experienced meditator to see the benefits. There was a study, because even though it's an ancient practice, science and psychology is only just catching up now, but I read a study recently, Tang et al. 2009 study that showed that within 5 days of mindfulness meditation, people started to notice their blood pressure regulating, they noticed reduced stress, they noticed better sleep patterns. I mean, so it does happen straight away. It's something that you do need to work at. Like, you don't go to the gym once and expect to be totally ripped. It's something you have to work out like that as well. So it's building your mental musculature. So it's something that you can do every day. Just bring a little bit of mindfulness in. Even whenever you remember, just putting awareness on the breath. It can be that simple. So you don't have to sit down for an extended period of time. Although it's great to come to meditations with somebody like Deb because she can guide you through the process. But even if you're just walking about, moving about your day, whenever you think of it, just bring your attention back to your breath. If you notice unhelpful thoughts, imagine turning the volume down on those thoughts and turning the volume up on some positive thinking, some positive affirmations. Because not only can we control our thoughts, we can actually change the physical structure of our brain. So they've discovered now neuroplasticity. We thought back in the 80s that the brain that you're born with is the brain that you die with, but that's actually not the case. So you can change the structure of your brain. Your brain's like plastic that can be melded. So if you imagine like a path through a meadow, if you mowed the path once and just left it, the grass would go over it again, you wouldn't really notice it. But if you kept mowing that path again and again, it would become like this clear structure, this clear path. And it's the same with the neural pathways in our brain. So if we start to think positively, at the start, it might take a while to kind of build those connections. It won't come naturally. If you're sitting there thinking, I love myself, it might feel really unusual and foreign. It might take a while to feel comfortable with. But if you do, though, if you think that way every day with intention, you will actually start to change those connections and those neural pathways in your brain, and positive thinking and affirmations will come easier to you over time.
Well, that's people sort of do have that perception that maybe it's something that yogis do, or maybe it's new age mumbo jumbo or whatever they want to call it. But it's actually, there are actually scientific studies, and science is moving in that direction, aren't they?
Yeah, and it literally affects every facet of your life. So you can't, I mean, for example, our emotions, say if something triggers you and makes you feel angry, that's supposed to last for 90 seconds. Anything longer than that is you just like staying in the feeling and just so your circuitry basically, you're triggered. You have thoughts. Your thoughts affect your emotional response, and then your emotional response will dictate your physical reaction. So say you might have discovered that your brother's ripped your favourite book or something, and you start to feel anxious and angry about it, and then you have physical feelings surrounding that. That whole energy of anger only lasts 90 seconds within the system. But what we do is we replay that over and over again. So then we'll get over it, and then we'll think about it again. Oh, that made me so angry. We'll think about it again. Oh, that made me so angry. And then we stay in this cycle, and we're just reinforcing it and reinforcing it. And
we only punish ourselves when we do things like that. Yeah.
I mean, I love, that's right. Like, I love what Wayne Dyer says about the orange. He's like, if you squeeze an orange, you're not going to get apple juice out of it, are you? If you squeeze an orange, you're going to get orange juice. You can't get something out of it that's not already there. So if you're leaving all your triggers out, people are pressing your buttons and you're feeling angry, but no one can make you feel anything. Really, no one can make you feel anything. I'm talking about like daily experience. If you're getting worked up about something, that's something that you can really get control of within yourself with daily practice and grounding meditations and mindfulness and all those tools and techniques to regain control of your emotions and your experience.
So Deb, I know that sometimes doctors now are prescribing is probably the wrong word, but they are telling people to come to meditation when they've got chronic illness or chronic pain is another thing. So has that been your experience? I know you've been teaching meditation here for a number of years.
I have, and yeah, I've had many people that their doctors have told them to come do meditation. With my meditations, I actually channel them, so I haven't got a clue where we're going till we're going there, which is good.
What is channeling for people out there that don't know what channeling is?
Basically, my guides give me they actually show me visually, show me the meditation as I'm speaking it. So they show me pictures, so to speak, like a film, it's like a moving film, and I speak it as they're showing to me. So it's literally messages from my guides that they take us through.
So obviously that would be then catered to the group that's in front of you right now.
Yes, apparently it works quite well actually. Most times, most of them say, oh, that was perfect for me, yada, 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 stuff like that. We travel to many, many different places, which is really good. There are some times where they will, with Natasha does mindfulness meditation. We do that as well sometimes. I leave it completely up to spirit as to what we do and where we go, what we focus on. Today we did a beautiful meditation on pure unconditional love, divine love, Mother Gaia love, that which is our earth, our planet, the connection that each of us have for each other, all of that. But yes, doctors have started recommending, as a matter of fact, I recently, as you know, Kath, had the experience of being in hospital, and everything has worked out fine. I'm perfectly fine, but I loved it because they put heart monitors on me, and the doctors were a bit concerned because I was actually
too calm,
mindfully meditating, and yes, I was too calm. And they're going, oh, but your rate is slow. And I'm going, I teach meditation. I got a bit frustrated, I will say, because they're going, oh, that might be it. Anyway, recently I went and had a checkup. They're very pleased with me, and the doctor walked in, hadn't seen me for weeks, walked in, looked at me and said, I remember you, you're the lady that teaches meditation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I found that really fascinating, and to be a teacher of meditation was a wonderful opportunity to have machines on me and to actually watch. While I was consciously slowing down my pulse rate, it was showing on the machines. And then I realised the doctors were having a bit of a freak out, so I actually consciously raised it as well. to be able to prove to myself that this stuff definitely works. So yeah, it was a wonderful experience in that respect, but a bit drastic to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, meditation in many, many different forms. There's mindfulness, there's focused meditation, there's focusing upon your body and the different body parts, healing. And yes, I've had many people who have illnesses. It helps change their mindset too, like Natasha said. To stop your mind, it's impossible. You can't. But if you can change the focus and actually concentrate on what is happening now, it's like background noises going on here at the moment.
Yeah.
We can either
We've kind of chosen the noisiest part of the sentence.
but that doesn't matter because you make them a part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
They're just background noises. Every day in our homes, we're in our homes and there's cars going by and children's laughter or children fighting, arguing, running around, making noise. There's TV noise, there's electric, fridges and freezers and air conditioning noise. There's people outside walking around making noise. We actually don't notice most of it because we're focused on being at home. We're only irritated by it when we pay attention to all of those outer noises. For me, these outside noises, there's a lot of laughter, so there's people having fun here, which I think is a good advertisement for the place.
And if it's too much, to just sit there and quiet your mind, active meditation works really well as well. So if you're walking, you can do four steps, and so you're breathing in for 4.
Yeah.
Breathing out for 4.
Yeah.
So you can do that as a walking meditation as you go through the park or around your house. Or you could also do transcendental meditation, which is using a mantra. So just pick one word and you just repeat that word in your mind over and over again. If you're a really active person, if you find it hard to quiet your mind, and if it seems like hell to just sit there in complete silence, try one of those.
Some people do though. Some people really will say that. They say, "Oh, I can't do it.
I can't sit in the silence." I actually suggest to them in that situation, because many years ago I was very much like that. Couldn't sit in the silence. It was like, oh my God, now I treasure it. And I suggest to people, I say, okay then, put your favourite music on, whether it's songs with words or just music. Put it on and focus on the actual song. The music, the tone going up and down, the words, how the voice changes in pitch and everything. Really put yourself there and really experience that song. And they found that is very wholesome. Oh, it's not so bad. I'm not really sitting in silence. Sometimes total silence does frighten people because it feels very isolating. It feels very, oh my God, is everybody else on the phone? It's very unfamiliar, yeah. It is something that you need to learn to get used to, which I had to learn many, many years ago because I had a brain that never shut down. Like, I can remember my brain, as I was sleeping and dreaming, I would think in my dreams and I would scream, stop it, shut up, stop thinking. What I learned from that is lucid dreaming. I figured out that I was subconsciously doing this lucid dreaming. I was completely feeling nuts because my brain would not shut down. So I do understand what it is to have a very noisy head that never, ever, ever shuts up. Yes, I can actually sit in total silence where, yes, we do. We have thousands of thoughts every day. You cannot stop them. But they are literally a non-entity to me. I can just sit in total peace now and not be bothered by it. As a matter of fact, I treasure it quite a bit.
So work out which time works best for you as well. For most people, first thing in the morning, so like just as you wake up first thing in the morning, to start doing some affirmations and dropping it in. And you find giving yourself that time and space, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, will set the foundation, that will set the tone for your day. So I think a great thing to do would be, even if right now you got out a piece of paper, write down 5 affirmations, just 5 positive neural connections that you'd like to make that train of thought easier throughout the day. Put them under your pillow, and when you wake up in the morning, get into the practice of reading them. Just read through them once, maybe read through them twice, do a couple of deep conscious breaths, notice how that feels in your body, and start your day from that place. Your day will be easier.
For me, it's late at night.
Late at night.
Yeah, I love the night, yeah. For me, late at night, it's like the whole world is asleep. It's Debbie's world, so to speak, you know? And yes, for me, it's late at night before I go to sleep. I do that.
It's really good to like clear your day as well, so you're not
Yeah,
taking all those
yeah.
stresses and concerns into your sleep,
Into
so you
your
can
sleep.
have a more restful sleep.
Exactly.
So just at night, just give
Yeah.
yourself that time to just
And-
let everything go.
Yeah, and
Wake
what
up,
I found is I'm not
fill it up
waking
with
up
what
the
you
next
love.
morning with the whole
worries.
yeah. And this is the thing, find what works for you.
Yeah.
Everybody is
Not a
different.
one size fits all.
Yeah. And there's no one correct way or wrong way.
Yeah.
You know.
So all the different types. So you've got walking meditation, breath meditation, where you
Yeah.
can just focus on your breathing. Vipassana meditation, where you focus on each of the body parts and relaxing each thing individually. So you might focus on your right arm, only right arm. Notice any sensations there. Focus on your left arm, and go through your whole body in that way. Feel your whole body relax. Transcendental meditation, where you're using the mantras. Lots of different types. So just see what works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See what works and run with it.
Exactly. So tonight, Deb, we have our healing circle, which
do.
is another way for relaxing. So
Yes.
would you like to tell everybody a little bit about what happens with that? Because that is another way to come and that we can offer for people to find ways to relax their mind,
Oh, 100%, yeah.
as well as experiencing Reiki healing.
Yes, exactly. It's experiencing the Reiki healing and other forms of healing. And our beautiful cat, the lady that hides on the other side of the camera, you'll see her one day. She brings in the energy. She's the main instigator of all of this and helps bring in the healing energy purely from the heart. So it is pure loving energy. People come in, they sit in that energy. Just think of places where you go where you just think, oh, this is lovely. That's what our room is like. That's what the whole centre is like on healing night. And there are those of us who are
Reiki masters
thank you.
and teachers.
Yes, we are Reiki masters and teachers. I was trying to think of the words then. And we focus our energy, we bring in love, and we generate that energy towards others. So it's a room full of people like-minded with the one goal of pure love and healing. We've seen so many people come and they just sit in that energy, and when they leave they go, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. We also,
Say
in
thank you,
giving
thank
that
you,
healing,
thank
we
you.
do. We receive healing as well. Whenever anybody gives healing energy, you always receive it as well. It's not a one-way street. So, of course, we all leave sometimes a little giggly because it's been such a beautiful night. There are some people who, when they come, you know they're very, very ill. But when you see them leave with a little bounce in their step and a smile on their faces, giving you hugs and saying thank you, and they're brighter and they feel stronger, you can't, there are no words that can actually be translated to let you know how amazing that is. We're not fixing people, we're just giving love and healing to them.
Healing's probably, I don't like the word healing because we're
No,
not healing
me
anybody.
either. No,
You're
we're
just
not.
putting them in a peaceful state so that they can heal themselves.
Say it again.
It's like a radio.
Exactly. It is.
It's like it's tuning into the frequency. So
It
for
is.
people that have been practicing tuning into that love frequency, they're able to emanate that. And if you're feeling a little bit of static, it can help you tune in as well.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's divinely perfect, but if you need a little bit of support, it's great to come along to these
Yeah.
events because you can feel supported and be held in that space until you're able to hold it yourself.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
Natasha, you do your goddess circle. Would you like to tell everybody a little bit about that?
Yes, so the Goddess Circle is for women only, all women, any ages. Come along. It's from 7:30 to 9 on the last Friday of each month, starting February 24th. So plenty of time to get ready after work. You don't have to bring anything, and just maybe a bottle of water. We'll do lots of conscious connection, healing circle. There's always a guided meditation, and the energy is always different, so we sort of just let it unfold as it is. But another thing, yeah, if you're feeling like you need a bit of support, come along to the Goddess Circle, and you can be held in that space of unconditional love too.
So that's the last Friday of each month.
Last Friday
so
of
that's
each month.
starting this month.
Yeah.
And Deb, tonight the healing circle, that's for men and women.
It's for
Yep.
everybody.
For everybody.
It's for everybody.
Yep.
It starts at 6:45, so we can get people sitting by 7. It goes to approximately 9. Nobody is excluded, and it gives you a couple of hours of peace, tranquility, quiet, and healing love.
We do quite often have a lot of, say, mums that come and they just
We
need that
do.
bit of time out and it's a bit of quiet time.
Yeah, mums, you can escape.
Yeah.
Sometimes dads need to escape too.
Yes, yes.
But
They've been,
it
especially
is.
been working workforce where there's a lot of people talking to them, they've got a lot of mental
Yeah,
pressures on them.
there
Yeah.
is.
And
There
it's
is.
so, like I was just going to say, you can tune into that yourself, absolutely, but it's so nice being in the environment where everybody's got the same intention and same focus, and it can really lift you up. Like, I'm a meditation and mindfulness teacher, and I tell you what, it was so nice being in Deb's class because I was able to just really drop into that space and feel held. So for everybody, it doesn't matter what stage of your journey you're at, it's really nice to just get involved in that conscious community and be part of it and feel that sense of connection and support.
Well, thank you so much, Natasha. I hope everyone at home can hear this. We've got a couple of
Yeah.
heads that have joined us, so hi to everybody
Hi.
that's watching. We haven't had anybody leave a comment or a like, but if you can hear us, you can, hopefully you can hear us. There's a lot of chatter on here, but we are very happy about that because it means our cafe's busy. We've actually got we've got our card ladies doing a card class, so that's every Friday morning you can come and do a card class here, and that's just $10. So even that's sort of a way of just zoning out of everything, using your creative energy, chatting with people that enjoy doing craft, and it's a great way too. So,
And there's always something happening, like check the Facebook page, there's a list of events.
yeah, definitely. If you go onto our Facebook or our website, I've updated all the website, so you can go on and get. We've actually got a Google Calendar. You can hook it up to Google Calendar, so you can get a Google reminder if you're not on Facebook. You can, like we said, you can check us out on Facebook, and it's all on our website as well. And we have, oh, thank you, Lisa's just sent us a heart. Thank you, Lisa. So we've got flyers here in our cafe area as well that you can pick up if you like to have a paper reminder. So
Or just come down for a coffee and check it out.
Yes, exactly. Just come down like everybody in here and enjoy the coffee and food in our cafe. So thanks so much, Natasha. And thanks so much, Deb.
You're welcome.
And hopefully, Deb, we might see some of these guys at Healing Circle tonight.
Oh, please come along.
Yeah.
Love to see you.
We know it's hot, but we've got the air conditioning. The reason there's a little bit of banging is because we're trying to get some extra fans happening in here to try and deal with the extreme heat, but we do have air conditioning. So thank you so much, Deb.
Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha. Bye, guys.
Bye.